The Last Temptation of Krust is the 15th episode of the 9th season of The Simpsons, directed by Mike B. Anderson. And in this one, Krusty decides to change his stand-up style. And this is to mixed results, but largely he's not getting the same kind of feedback that he used to. The episode itself is interesting enough because Krusty's an interesting character, but to be perfectly honest, I feel like it's maybe lacking in something. It has an amazing cast with really brilliant guest appearances, but the actual episode itself, the narrative, I didn't love it that much. I didn't dislike it, I didn't hate it. At no point did I think that anything was specifically bad about it, but I just felt like it wasn't as entertaining. And I think maybe that comes from the awkwardness of watching Krusty and feeling Krusty's anguish as things don't necessarily go the way he plans. There is one thing about it, the Canyonero. I love the song. It's addictive, it's amazing, it really just is something that I fell in love with straight away and couldn't get my mind off of it, and often just think of it randomly. So that aspect of it I really liked. It can maybe start an important discussion about what it means to become a brand and a merchandisable product rather than an artist, a comedian. Krusty has obviously put his name on all kinds of merchandise. Running joke in The Simpsons is finding out yet another Krusty branded product, and how ludicrous they get. And there's this sense that Krusty's maybe sold himself a bit too much, and he wants to dial it back and actually go back to just doing the kind of comedy he wants to do, and the comedy that a lot of other people are doing. So it's definitely an interesting discussion, or can start an interesting discussion, and I think it does it quite well. But honestly, there's just nothing specific about it apart from Canyonero that stood out to me as being, particularly funny or entertaining. We have Hank Williams Jr. doing the Canyonero song. We also have Jay Leno, Bobcat Goldthwait. Obviously, really great supporting cast, or guest appearances rather. So it's not a bad episode. It's got a lot going for it. It's got 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which in general is a good rating for The Simpsons. It's not a very high rating, but I actually think, unusually, I might actually rate it a little bit lower than that. Maybe 7 out of 10. Usually with season 9, I prefer a lot of the episodes that people don't like. It's very unusual. But this one, the rating's fairly average for me, 7.4, maybe a little bit lower. The Last Temptation of Krust is not a bad episode, but it's definitely not a personal favourite.